Honorable Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Railways and Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India. Dr. L. Murugan, Honorable Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting and Parliamentary Affairs, Government of India. Honorable Ministers, Excellencies, Ambassadors, High Commissioners, and distinguished delegates of the participating countries of this global media dialogue. A very good morning and a warm welcome to you all to the Global Media Dialogue of 2025. This Global Media Dialogue has been conceived as a government-to-government platform within waves to harness the full potential of the media and entertainment sector as a catalyst for positive change and global harmony. The sessions ahead will offer a unique opportunity to share experiences, address common challenges, and forge new pathways for cooperation under the guiding vision of the WAVES framework. Thank you all for being here and for contributing to what promises to be an enriching and fruitful dialogue. It is my honor to invite the honorable chairs now to deliver the opening remarks. May I request Honorable Minister of Information and Broadcasting, Railways, Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India, Shri Ashwini Vaishnaw ji, to deliver the opening remarks for today's session. Sir.
Thank you. Honorable Minister for External Affairs and my senior colleague, Dr. Jaishankar, my colleague in the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, Dr. Murugan, Secretary Jaju, Excellencies from across the world, Honorable Ministers and distinguished delegates. Namaste. Wish you all a very warm welcome to Mumbai. I hope the city is treating you well. This is the city of dreams, as we say in India. My friends, it's a privilege for India to convene the first ever World Audio Visual Entertainment Summit, WAVES, and initiate the global media dialogue on this fabulous world of creativity. Friends, we meet at an inflection point. Technologies are reshaping how we tell stories, how we create content, and how content is consumed. Globally, the media and entertainment industry is valued around $3 trillion US dollars, but its true value goes far beyond the numbers. The true value lies in the empathy that it creates, in the ideas that it conveys, and in the future that it helps us imagine. Today we invite you to help widen this bridge into an expressway of ideas. Creativity, culture, and collaboration. First, creativity. Creativity transforms imagination into shared experience. As a government, we must provide a fair chance for everyone to showcase their story to the world. We must incentivize local content promotion and enforce IP rights in a proper framework, among other things that we need to do in creativity. Second, culture. Culture inspires creativity and it connects people across borders. We must support policies that preserve and promote all cultural forms. Focus is shifting towards local stories, the local culture, and we aim to build people-to-people and country-to-country exchanges. Third, collaboration. Friends, nothing happens in an island. We all have to collaborate for common success. We believe that tie-ups, collaborations between government, industry, and creators, and government to government, these collaborations have a huge value. Practical steps in this include co-production treaties, easing licenses, easing talent movement, having joint funds, having jointly created standards, and clear rules for the upcoming technology. Excellencies, The expected outcome of this dialogue is a constructive declaration. A draft global media dialogue declaration has been shared with your offices. I thank you all for working very diligently on it. The teams from across the world are working on it. This draft declaration captures our shared goals: bridging the digital divide, preserving cultural diversity, and fostering fair and innovative markets. Today's roundtable is a chance to shape the text so that it reflects every region and every aspiration. Thank you, Excellencies. We look forward to hearing your thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Now it is my privilege to invite the Honorable Minister for External Affairs, Government of India, Dr. S. Jaishankar, to share his opening remarks. Sir.
Thank you very much. My ministerial colleagues, Ashwini Vaishnavji, Muruganji, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great pleasure, great honor to address the Global Media Dialogue of the First Wave Summit. And I thank the ministers and distinguished heads of organizations and all the delegates from across the world for your participation and presence here today. We have a microcosm of the global community at Waves. Content creators, policymakers, actors, writers, producers, visual artists, and others. And the lively conversations and the intense networking that we seek to promote are supplemented by exhibitions, innovation pavilions, creativity bazaars, and technology kiosks. This conversation at the beginning of day 2, however, holds a special significance because we are discussing as policymakers the contours of the emerging environment. So allow me on this occasion to make 5 points for your collective consideration. 1, we all speak of a world under transformation. It is vital to recognize that the process of change actually has a strong cultural dimension. The truth is that the world is intrinsically and essentially diverse, and that pluralism has been suppressed in the past by both colonialism and big power dominance. As we seek now to democratize the international system, it is not enough to just assert political and economic independence. It is equally essential that we give voice to our traditions, to our heritage, to ideas, to practices, and to our creativity. There are many voices, many experiences, and many truths that make up our world. Each one has a right to express itself and must be facilitated to do so. 2, that is best done by harnessing more effectively the power of technology. In its application and evolution, we must be guided by the belief that modernity is not a rejection of the past, but a constant quest built on human achievements. For that reason, technology and tradition must go hand in hand. In many ways, technology can strengthen awareness of our vast heritage and deepen consciousness about it, especially for younger generations. We also bear in mind that innovation is key to the leapfrogging that will create a developed India by 2047, what we call Viksit Bharat. 3, as the world comes closer, we can contemplate both a global workplace and a global workforce. Both digital connectivity and physical logistics make this a growing reality. But we need accompanying shifts in mindsets, frameworks, policies, and practices. Remember, neither talent nor tasking will be stationary. Smoother mobility can certainly contribute to stronger creativity. 4. Every era has its own mode of communication, of storytelling, of entertainment, and of its pastimes. We have seen it evolve from the oral and the written to the visual and the digital. Today, there is a surfeit of information, and the challenge is actually how to get attention. This challenge is what will make ours an age of creative comms, of creative sports, of creative collaboration. And it is particularly important that young talent is made ready for it, including through skills diffusion. And finally, 5, we all sense, we all know that the era of AI holds possibilities beyond imagination. Never before have we visualized such deep changes across such vast domains. Never before can we combine innovations from such diverse fields so effectively. Our very sense of the past and the present can be redefined even as we are working for the future with all its accompanying consequences. Now, every advancement comes with its own issues, and AI will be no different. Even as the politics of this era will grapple with the concerns of authenticity, businesses will have to deal with new intellectual property challenges as they promote innovation and creativity for all. The responsible use of emerging technologies will be an increasing preoccupation. Reducing bias, democratizing content, and prioritizing its ethics are all part of the emerging discourse. And there is much more there that will unfold. So, friends, I'm confident that the Waves platform will serve to deliberate on the key issues before the global media, entertainment, and creative worlds. Once again, I welcome you all to this session and look forward to a productive roundtable. I thank you for your attention.
All right, so we were getting you these live visuals from Waves 2025 happening in Mumbai, where the global media dialogue was taking place. Union Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw, in his opening remarks, said that it's a privilege for India to convene first edition of Waves. He mentioned about creativity, culture and collaboration and why these are important for the success of the summit. Dr. Jaishankar, External Affairs Minister, in his opening remarks made 5 points. He spoke about transformation, important to give voice to creativity, culture, etc. He also mentioned about the power of technology. Technology and tradition, he said, should go hand in hand. He spoke about global workplace and global workforce. He also mentioned about mode of communication, how to get the attention, digital technology and creativity collaboration. And finally, he said that era of AI, artificial intelligence, holds possibilities beyond imagination. Still to come on this edition of DD India News Hour. Donald Trump turns to US Supreme Court as court rules against his use of Alien Enemies Act to deport Venezuelans. China evaluates US offer for negotiations on tariffs, demands sincerity from Washington. And London sees hottest start to May in recorded history.
Always welcoming. The vibe of Punjab is larger than life. Warm up to grandeur that's beyond compare. And history that's dotted with tales of bravery, smiling soul of India, where music, art, cuisine and culture comes together to create an unforgettable impression. Punjab is all set to win your hearts with its unique and colorful extravaganza.
Welcome back. You're watching DD India News Hour. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Recap of our top story. More leaders call Pakistan to act against homegrown terror. US Vice President J.D. Vance says Pakistan should cooperate to ensure that terrorists operating in its territory are hunted down. In the first major staffing shake-up of his second term, Trump replaces Mike Waltz with Marco Rubio as National Security Advisor, also removes Deputy NSA. Apple shifts production to India to mitigate potential tariffs. CEO Tim Cook says majority of iPhones sold in the US in the current quarter will come from India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will commission Whittingham International Seaport today, marking India's big leap in global sea trade. This is India's first transshipment hub and first deep water container terminal. Delhi NCR experienced sudden change in weather this morning. Strong winds triggered a dust storm in several parts, accompanied by heavy rainfall. IMD issues yellow alert for the national capital. And day 2 of the WAVE Summit in Mumbai witnesses global media dialogue. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar says this era of AI holds possibilities beyond imagination. US President Donald Trump dismissed National Security Advisor Mike Waltz on Thursday amid a controversy involving a chat group leak, announcing plans to nominate him as the next ambassador to the United Nations. In his first major cabinet reshuffle of the new term, President Trump named Secretary of State Marco Rubio as interim National Security Advisor after Mike Waltz's departure. Trump praised Mike Waltz for prioritizing national interests throughout his military, congressional and advisory roles as he announced his reassignment on a social media platform, Truth. The 51-year-old ex-Special Forces officer and Florida congressman had faced uncertainty since the Signal Gate scandal broke in March. Waltz served a little more than 100 days in Trump's second term. The U.S. manufacturing fell for the second consecutive month in April as tariffs on imported goods stretched supply chains, keeping factory gate prices high and driving some firms to lay off workers. A study released on Thursday by the Institute for Supply Management revealed that manufacturing index slipped to 48.7% in April, a touch below its level in March and below the 50-point mark separating expansion from contraction. The survey covered Trump's Liberation Day tariff announcement, which ushered in sweeping duties on most imports from the United States trade partners, including raising duties on Chinese goods to 145%, sparking a trade war with Beijing. There was no sign in the survey that factories continued to front-run imports last month, though the fear of high prices from tariffs could have prompted businesses to get in their orders sooner.